enlightened being, right? In the verse before, he's talking about the person who is awakened to the enlightened state. So in this verse, he describes the perception of one who is enlightened. And he says that the sage, this humble sage, this humble scholar, because of sama darshinah, sama same, darshan or drishti, comes from the same root, vision. Because of equal vision, he sees a priest or a high caste member in this society where this teaching was given, a dog, an elephant, a cow, and even a pakecha, which is a dog eater, which was an outcast, or actually one who eats dogs. The learned person sees all these beings the same because he is dared to step out of cultural conditioning in the perception of outer form and cultural definitions of value and utility, and has dared to look into their own heart and into the eyes and hearts of all living entities and see the one divine spark behind the many. Because of the practices and because of the purification of the senses, they begin to see with equal vision. They see beyond outer form and definitions of value and worth, and what you can do for me, and what you're worth to me, and how I can commoditize it, or how you reciprocate, and it disappears. It doesn't necessarily mean that the male form disappears and the cow is no longer a cow, but the enlightened being actually sees that that entity is part and parcel of the Supreme, and every living being is divine. These palm trees, these water beings, whether it's Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, President Obama, or whether it's the heroin addict on the street begging for pennies that you walk by and you won't even make eye contact with him. And it's so beautiful because Krishna is the Supreme. He's giving a very specific teaching here. In that culture, the elephant was a huge symbol of strength and virility, a very prestigious symbol, right? The cow was sacred. The cow would never be eaten. The cow is actually worshipped. And in some traditions, cow worship is a form of approaching Vishnu or the Supreme. The dog isn't a pet, but rather the dog is a stray animal and sometimes even eaten. And you can start to see by the examples he gives how cultural conditioning allows us to give value and worth based upon outer appearance. Oh, this one on all fours is going to be a house pet. And this one, all fours, will hide from view, and this one is okay to snack on, and this one we would never do, and it's actually an obscene thought. The elephant we don't see, we see maybe if it's in a zoo or something like that. Same thing. The movie stars, the wealthy, the famous, those with power because of weapons or money, are given high prestige, and they are celebrity, and we want them, we want what they have. But those that are outcasts, that don't have, that are actually a burden on society, that take, or beg, push them away. And we actually start to see how, at brass tacks, getting down to it, how absurd that actually really is. So Krishna is telling us in the end, awakening to that equal vision is what happens in the enlightened state. So as aspiring yogis, we should strive to have this also be the means, to cultivate a purification of perception, to begin to, or at least aspire, imagine the potency even that much in this as well, to aspire to see all forms of equal vision. Whether it's a cow, whether it's a dog, whether it's a tree, whether it's a fish, whether it's a human, whether it's your mother, whether it's your ex, whether it's a bum, whether it's a thug, whether it's a swami, whether it's a peasant. To actually cultivate this equanimity of vision, to begin to perceive the divinity of everyone and everything. This is exactly what yoga practice is. The saints were true, and they saw the tree people, and they saw the sages, and they saw the dog people, and the cat people, and they saw the human people, and the mountain people, and they knew they were very much all alive, pulsating with the consciousness of the one. Wherever there is life, there is a symptom of the Ak'Bol, a living force, regardless of all time. So if we can cultivate an equal and even inhale and exhale and elevated intention, as we move through the asanas, which are like pearls on the thread, which is the breath of continuity, we begin to see what is the same behind all the forms, coming to that state where the physical practice actually leads us to the spiritual. So that will be our project for today.